You're listening to Forge Theater Labs,
a podcast devoted to exploring theater history. Where does that idea come from?
concepts in storytelling.
Is anything that original?
Isn't that just an assumption?
And the creation of theater from behind the scenes.
How do they even do that?
This is Forge Theater Labs.
History, innovation, perspective.
From Portland, Maine, the theater capital of Portland, Maine, it's the premiere of Playdates, a brand new theater artist matchmaking game show. Today's episode is recorded live in front of a studio audience at Argenta Brewing Company, Portland's only lager saloon. And here are the hosts of our show, Joshua Shue and Liz Carlson.
Everyone, I'm Josh Shue, executive producer of Forge Theater Labs.
And I'm Liz Carlson, the artistic director of the Maine Playwrights Festival.
And we're here to play Playdates.
Playdates is a matchmaking game show designed to create artistic partnerships between theater practitioners.
At Forge Theater Labs, we know how important it is to forge meaningful relationships with one's collaborators.
And at the Maine Playwrights Festival, playwright scripts are nurtured by collaborators who share a passion for new play development.
But finding like-minded collaborators who share your artistic vision isn't always easy.
That's right, Josh. Finding artistic soulmates who share your aesthetic and who challenge you to make the best theater you can is a lot like dating. And as anyone who has worked on Almost Maine knows, dating is hard, but theater making is harder. That's why we partnered with each other and other collaborators to create this theater artist matchmaking game show.
In today's episode, we will be forging relationships between playwrights and dramaturgs.
In our first round, a playwright will have 10 minutes to ask 3 dramaturgs they have never met and cannot see a series of questions to determine which dramaturg they think is the right fit to help them develop their next play.
In our second round, a dramaturg will have 10 minutes to ask 3 playwrights they have never met and cannot see a series of questions to determine which playwright they would most like to work with on a new play.
At the end of each round, the pair of theater artists will win the opportunity to, on a future date, collaborate on a new play.
And in our bonus round, you will see what happens when contestants from our first 2 rounds get together for a live play date. Before we raise the curtain on our theater artist matchmaking game show, let's hear these good tunes from our in-studio band.
You're listening to Forge Theater Labs.
In our first round, one playwright will ask a series of questions to 3 eligible dramaturgs. The dramaturgs are seated behind this partition to keep them from view of the playwright, who will soon enter and take a seat on the other side of the onstage screen. To keep our bard from learning the identity of our dramaturgs, we have been keeping him in an offstage soundproof room.
Before we bring out our playwright, let's introduce you to our 3 dramaturgs who have been waiting patiently behind this onstage partition.
Dramaturg number 1, please introduce yourself to the good folks in the audience.
Hi there, my name is Todd Bachus. I use he, him pronouns. I am the Associate Artistic Director of Portland Stage Company, where I'm currently directing Our Town.
All right.
Dramaturg number 2.
Hi, I'm Beka Bryer. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a freelance dramaturg, administrator, and stage manager, and I have one too many advanced degrees.
And dramaturg number 3.
Hello, my name is Kate Hunter, she, her pronouns. I am the program manager at Colby College in the arts, but I am also a freelance sound designer, stage manager, dramaturg, and podcaster, and I'm very happy to be here.
Rather than be like characters in search of an author, let's meet our playwright.
Here's our playwright. Thank you for patiently waiting in a soundproof room for your big entrance. Please tell the good folks here and at home a little something about yourself.
My name is Joshua W. Jackson. You can just call me Josh unless you're filing a lawsuit or David of some kind. My pronouns are he, him. My 10-minute play, While You Wait, will be at the 2026 Maine Playwright Festival in May. And then you be here and make a theater match.
I see you've come prepared with your questions in hand. As a reminder, you will have 10 minutes to ask each dramaturg up to 3 questions. After 10 minutes, you will have to make a decision as to which dramaturg you want to see again for a play date.
I got it.
We're gonna first ask each dramaturg to say hello to you, starting with dramaturg number 1.
Hi, Josh. I like long plays that are sometimes on beaches and the complete works of several.
Dramaturg number 2.
Hi, Josh. I'm a big fan of American playwrights like Tony Kushner and Thornton Wilder.
And dramaturg number 3.
Hi, Josh. I just like a good playlist, you know, like I'm really just here to support you with the vibes and I can ask you good questions. And yeah, I can bring the party. I can make a good cocktail. So really just here for good morale and to support your work.
It's so nice to meet you all.
Now that you've said hello, it's time to start the 10-minute clock. A sound will go off when your time to ask questions is up. Please ask your first question.
Dramaturg number 1, I find that my creative juices get flowing in certain kinds of workspaces. Describe the ideal space in which we could work on a script together.
Ooh, okay. For my ideal place for us to work on a script, we're in a cabin in the woods. It's daytime. There's sunlight filtering through the leaves. There's no Wi-Fi. And we're sorting out different, like, what's the character arc for this person? What's the emotional journey that we're going on? And most importantly, how can we make a cool stage picture?
That sounds lovely. Dramaturg number 2, I'm high-strung like Felix Unger, but I can also be messy like Oscar Madison. I sometimes think I should do The Odd Couple as a one-man show. What play, book, or movie would you adapt to a one-person show about your flaws and what?
No. What a great question, playwright. What play, movie, or book would I adapt to show my flaws? This is really hard. I think I would choose the beloved WBCW show Gilmore Girls to show off all of my flaws. As I talk too much, read too many books, and have a conflict relationship with my mother.
Those are good flaws. Dramaturg number 3, my dreams often inform my writing. Last night, I dreamt that I was competing against Mrs. Levitt, Jenna Hunterson, and Paula Vogel on the Great British Bake Off. The judges almost died over Mrs. Levitt's meat pies. And then we all burst into song. What did you dream about last night?
Wow, I feel like my dream last night was really scary. Like, I feel like it involved me and my orange cat Garbanzo in like a chase where we were like jumping from train car to train car. And also I want to point out that Mercury's in retrograde right now. So dreams are going to feel a little bit more intense and be a little bit chaotic. But yeah, I feel like most of my dreams are quite terrifying, but I am okay and I'm happy to be here.
Let's go back to dramaturg number 1. I call my style of playwriting groping in the dark style. What do you call your style of dramaturgy?
20 questions. Absolutely. I'm asking you questions about who, where, what, why, when, why, how, because I need to know what's going on in your noggin so that we can make sure your play comes through clear.
Dramaturg number 2, the same question.
Oh, I would refer to it as the Socratic method, as I just keep peppering you with questions until you get a clearer sense of what you like.
And let's go with dramaturg number 3, the same question.
Yeah, I feel like my approach would just be, let's go to a really chaotic and noisy jazz show where we don't know if it's jazz, but it's more about like the lighting is informing how we feel. We feel like we're on drugs, but we're actually totally sober. And then I feel like after we experience something like that together, something that we'll never be able to forget, we can kind of maybe talk about it after that, and a lot of great ideas will come our way as collaborative artistic partners.
That's quite intriguing. Dramaturg number 1, my creative life is like a tragedy speckled with farce. What dramatic genre is your creative life most like?
Okay, genre, I would say CW teen show with supernatural elements is like most true to my creative life.
And dramaturg number 2, the same question?
Oh, it would be a sitcom set at a community college.
Dramaturg number 3, I believe people should learn from their past relationships. What did you learn from your last working relationship with a playwright?
Oh, I think I learned that playwrights are basically just always struggling internally with a lot of stuff. And I'm really glad that I'm not a playwright. And I learned that my job is to just support you to emotionally get through this project, which will no doubt take up so much of your mental space. So, yeah.
I have plenty of.
Good.
Dramaturg number 1, in the art of poetry, the ancient Roman poet Horace says the purpose of theater is to teach and to please. What does a play need to have to teach and please you?
Ooh, great question. To teach me, if we're going that way, I don't think all plays need to do that. But if we are, I wanna learn something I didn't know about before. Because the education system in America is busted. And to please me, I want to see something I've never seen on stage before. I am so sick of living rooms. Get them out of my life. I never want to see another sofa on stage again. But like, show me something I've never seen on stage before.
Dramaturg number 2, how do you feel about the school system?
How much time do we have, playwright? I think the school systems in America are fundamentally broken and do not support students in their learning objectives. Accurate.
Dramaturg number 3, playwriting advice is like dating advice. Everyone who has worked on a play has some advice to give. What is one piece of advice that you would give to any playwright?
Oh, wow. I actually don't give advice, really. I feel like to a playwright, I just feel like I don't have any really strong advice. So yeah, just like keep the vibes going. I don't know. Anyone in the audience want to help me out? What give me some advice for the playwright? No? Okay, great. Thank you.
Dramaturg number 1, playwriting is my passion, but hiking with my dog is my therapy, along with therapy being my therapy. What do you find therapeutic?
I play this game called Overwatch, and I like to vent my frustrations in a first-person shooter where I can get out any of that rage I'm carrying around in me. And then I leave that there, which is great.
Dramaturg number 2, how do you deal with your rage?
I like to cross stitch, so I like to stab fabric a lot.
Dramaturg number 3, it is a very rageful time. How do you deal with your rage?
Well, I am a Mexican-American Catholic, or formerly Catholic, eldest daughter, so I do not deal with my rage. And that's it.
Dramaturg number 1, the first play I saw that took my breath away was Death of a Salesman. What was the first play you saw that took your breath away?
Ooh, Big Love by Charles May. I saw it in New York City, and it was one of the most imaginative things I've ever seen in my life. There was a helicopter. they cut off someone's dick and put it in a blender. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. And it was a jukebox musical that also featured some Jason Mraz. Honestly, could not top that.
That was not exciting. Dramaturg number 2, same question.
Oh, I saw a children's theater production of Arthur Miller's The Crucible. that did a number on me in so many ways.
I can imagine it would. Dramaturg number 3, same question.
All right, I'll bite. So I feel like I don't have a lot of pride, so I'm just going to be honest and say that when I saw A Streetcar Named Desire for the first time on stage, I had no idea what I was about to experience. I didn't know anything about the story or what it was. And when I saw it, it really impacted me and I really loved it. And I know it's a basic answer, but you know, it's a classic for a reason, so.
And dramaturg number 1, most of Shakespeare's plays are adaptations. If, as the saying goes, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness, what is adaptation?
I think it's translation. I think good adaptation is translation. To get, like Shakespeare, it's fine. But a lot of people don't understand what's going on. And so like adaptation allows us to better access the way the Elizabethan audiences would have been accessing it. So I think translation.
Dramaturg number 2, same question.
Oh, I think I fundamentally disagree with dramaturg number 1. I think adaptation is not about translation, but about addressing the conditions of the moment.
And I guess we'll never hear the rest of that answer. That's all the time we have for questions. Josh will have 60 seconds to make his decision. While Josh is thinking things over, we encourage you to purchase tickets for the 25th Annual Maine Playwrights Festival, running May 15th to 24th, 2026, at the Stevens Square Theater. The festival will showcase plays by Reba Ascari, Todd, Bryer, Bachus, Mads Higgins, Josh Jackson, Julia Jennings, Sam Lucas, Megan Tripaldi, Bess Weldon, and Maya Williams. This year's festival will include 6 productions of new 10-minute plays and 3 staged readings. Tickets are pay what you can and can be purchased at acornproductions.org/Maine Playwrights Festival. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Maine Playwrights.
Josh, it's time to share which dramaturg will be your playdate. Will it be dramaturg number 1, dramaturg number 2, or dramaturg number 3?
It's a tough choice. I'm intrigued by all of you, but I've got to go with dramaturg number 3.
Is there any particular reason you chose dramaturg number 3?
Yes, her cat is named Garbanzo.
Before you meet your theater match, let's meet the other dramaturgs. Dramaturg number 1 is Todd right back.
Oh, wow. Oh, just like Oscar Eustace.
Oh!
Dramaturg number 2 is Beka Bryer.
You look like zero money.
Because no one leaves a round of playdates unfulfilled, our 2 contestants will receive a lifetime supply of cough ups, the only pre-unwrapped cough drops made with dissolvable wax coating so they don't collect lint in your pocket. With cough ups, you'll never again interrupt a live performance with a cough or the crinkle of a wrap.
Todd and Beka, thank you for joining us for this round. We look forward to seeing you again in our bonus round later in the episode. Until then, please enjoy some snacks in the offstage soundproof room. Oh, and be careful while you exit. We cannot guarantee you won't get pursued by a bear.
Now, Joshua, it's time to meet your match. You chose Kate Hunter.
You look just like Elizabeth Hoffman.
Great.
For your playdate, you will be going to a destination of your own choosing, funded by yourselves, where you can develop a new play.
The artistic sparks were definitely flying between our first theatrical match of the show. In our next round, we will turn the tables, or should I say, page, by having a dramaturg choose one of 3 playwrights to work with on a new play.
But before we do, let's take a break so that our live studio audience can grab another beer at Argenta Brewing Company, Portland's only lager saloon. While we drink up, enjoy these tunes from our in-house band. Stay tuned. We'll be back quicker than you can say Household Ephraim Lessing's Hamburg Dramaturgy.
You're listening to Forge Theater Labs.
At Forge Theater Labs, we're building bold, imaginative theater, supporting new artists, new stories, and new ways of experiencing performance. We're proud to share that Forge Theater Labs is now a sponsored project of Fractured Atlas, which means your donations are tax deductible and directly support the creation of this podcast, live tapings, and artist-driven projects. If our work has inspired you, made you think, or brought you closer to the theater community, we invite you to help keep it going. You can make a donation by visiting forgetheaterlabs.com for our link to our Fractured Atlas page. Every contribution, big or small, helps us forge new pathways for artists and audiences alike. Thank you for being part of our community.
Welcome back to Playdates, Portland's premier show for connecting theater artists.
In our next round, one dramaturg will ask a series of questions to the 3 eligible playwrights seated on stage. Our playwrights are hidden behind this partition to remain out of view of the dramaturg during the entire round. Our dramaturg has been kept in an offstage soundproof room as to keep the identities of our playwrights a secret.
But because we like dramatic irony, we aren't going to keep the audience in the dark. Let's introduce you to our 3 playwrights.
Playwright number 1, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi. I'm Mark Macey, they, them, and I'm currently working on a scintillating 1-act romantic drama about Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher. Oh, yeah.
And how about you, playwright number 2?
Hi there. My name is Jack Allen Murphy. I use any and all pronouns. I'm a player from Appalachia. My latest work, Amazing Grace, is a religious horror, and I'm just looking for a dramaturg that can answer my prayer.
And last but certainly not least, playwright number 3.
Hello, I'm Shannon Wade, she, her, hers. By day, I am an older toddler educator at a child care center. And by night and weekends and any free time I can spare, I'm an arts educator and puppeteer and puppet maker and playwright. I'm glad to be here.
Rather than wait like Vladimir and Estragon for Godot, let's meet our dramaturg.
Welcome to the stage. I hope you enjoyed the snacks and meeting the other dramaturgs in the soundproof room. Before we begin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, my name is Micki Kleinman. I use she, her pronouns. I just finished a directing and dramaturgy apprenticeship, and now I'm hoping to do some intimate and local theater here in Portland, Maine, the theater capital of Portland, Maine. And I'm delighted to dialogue with the dynamic dramatists.
Well, I hope the prepared questions in your hand have less alliteration. As you know, you will only have 10 minutes to ask each playwright up to 3 questions. After the time is up, you will have to choose one playwright to see again for a playdate.
Before you ask your first question, each playwright seated behind this partition is going to say hello, starting with playwright number 1.
Hello. Hi, Micki. You're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Micki.
Hi, Micki.
Now that everyone is acquainted, we can start the 10-minute clock. Remember that a sound will signal when your time for questions is over.
Okay, playwright number 2. In the Poetics, Aristotle says that the purpose of theater is to arouse pity and fear for the catharsis of those emotions. What do you hope your play arouses in audiences?
Forgive me. Yes, I think that all good work has some elements of not maybe necessarily surprise, but there should be something to lure people in. And so I hope that with all of my work, there is some level of allure. There's a level of you're there, and to reference something that maybe isn't in the script, but on the stage, there's that little mirror shining back at you, and you're like, oh, I'm there now.
That's beautiful, thank you. Playwright number 3?
Yes, same question.
Oh, yes.
Oh, perfect. What do I hope my plays arouse in an audience? I like writing plays that are weird or off the beaten path. I would echo Playwright 2 in that I love a surprise. I love to surprise the audience. So much so that some of my plays have included audience interaction, which I know makes a lot of people go, oh God, not that, please. But I try to do it in a way where you're welcome to engage or not, and it's fun for everyone.
Thank you for sharing that. What do you mean by weird and audience interaction?
What do I mean? Well, in a past play that was produced for the Maine Playwrights Festival, shout out, the audience didn't know that they were all attendees at Tim's surprise party. And we had the audience make a playlist for Tim. We had them draw pictures of what Tim was up to in his life. Just shout things out. And it was a good time. It was like it was its own party.
That's so clever. Thank you. Playwright number 1, what is your biggest writing block? Are you experiencing this hardness now, or maybe a memorable time in the past?
Oh, I'm usually experiencing hardness. I guess I'd have to say my biggest block are these incredibly large, manly hands of mine. Seem to stumble over the keys.
How do you deal with that problem?
Oh, I guess I get, better writing utensils, that sort of thing.
Thank you for sharing. This is for all of the playwrights. You can just, starting with Playwright 1, going to number 3, you can just say your answer. How much would you pay for a night of theater? How much for a ticket?
Oh. Well, how do you put on a price on something that's priceless? Maybe like $65. That'd probably be enough.
It would depend on the kind of theater for me. I'm a big fan of immersive theater, for example, so that doesn't have a price for me. But if it was a traditional straight play and I'm in the audience, I am a broke theater maker, I teach, so a good 35 is awesome. If it's pay what you can, that's even better.
Yeah. I think my gut reaction is $20. Sweet spot $20. But depending on the play, depending on the project, I'm willing to go higher. I'm willing to go quite high, if it's something I've always wanted to see and this is the only chance. But yeah, $20. Feels nice.
Thank you so much. Playwright number 3. Just like with dating, theater has a lot of outdated conventions. What is a theatrical convention that you think is outdated?
Ooh. Well, okay, I'm going with gut reaction here, dramaturg. When you said something outdated, I was like, plays over 2 hours. Really, 90 minutes is my ideal. I'm like, if it's really long, I'm like, okay, I respect you, Shakespeare, but we could get to the point a little sooner. And in terms of conventions, man, I have to echo what an earlier dramaturg said about living rooms.
Okay, thank you so much. Playwright number 1, do you have an opinion on this? What do you think is outdated? What's an outdated theatrical convention?
Yeah, I have a real opinion about this. I hate standing ovations. I know that's not really a theater convention, but I don't like it. And I think we'd give it up too easy. Thank you very much.
So are you suggesting that, like, do you think there's a time and a place for a standing ovation, but it's just not often warranted the way that we see it now? Or do you think it should be abolished completely and we should stick to applause?
I'm not imagining like people, armed guards enforcing this or anything. I just think, you see it, it's like entrance applause. It's like, I'm clapping because I know this person is famous. Who cares?
Was there a play that you saw recently that you didn't want to clap and you felt compelled to clap?
I don't want to name names.
Okay, thank you. This is for all of the playwrights. You can each take no more than 15 seconds. Just using sounds, paint me an audio picture of your new play. Starting with playwright 1, you have 15 seconds. Begin.
Oh. Splat.
Thank you. Playwright number 2.
Amen.
Playwright number 3. Thank you so much. Okay. Playwright number 3. Well, I haven't spoken to playwright 2 in a while. Playwright 2. Have you ever walked out of a play during intermission? What play and why? Or have you ever fallen asleep during a play?
Okay. Forgive me. I have sinned. I have not fallen asleep. There was one play back home that was a jukebox musical that was a new work, and it was too many songs. And so I did leave after Act 1 because they ended with the youth ensemble singing Like a Bridge Over Troubled Water. And I'm like, that's too much. I can't do that.
Is there a play that you didn't walk out of and that you were pleasantly surprised at the end of the experience?
A lot of them, yeah. For me, there's always this disconnection between reading the play and witnessing the play. So I think sometimes I walk in with an expectation of, oh, this is going to happen. This is a different connection, but there's a lot of different musicals. And there was a production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, for example, where Cinderella takes the shoe and then the story changes. And I like those little things that we know the story, and especially with theater, we know a lot of them going in the modern audience that we want to read on Wikipedia and just know ahead of time. So it's fun when someone goes, no, I want to do something else.
I hear you. Thank you for that. Okay, playwright number 1. Some people love... I'm going to skip the question. How do you like to finish your plays?
Well, let me just say that my plays always finish first. And groans from the audience. I really like I like an upending, I like something that leaves people feeling hopeful, even if it's not uncomplicated. That's it.
Okay, so you'd like to leave people satisfied?
And I guess... No! We'll never know the answer to that question. Unfortunately, that's not the sound of music. Rather, that sound cues a decision. While Micki takes the next 60 seconds to question whether or not to be with which playwright, we encourage you to subscribe to Forge Theater Lab's podcast series. At Forge Theater Labs, we believe that theater is a living, evolving art form that must be heated, shaped, and reformed to remain vital. Our podcasts explore how theater has been and continues to be forged by theater artists and audiences. Our scripted shows, interviews, roundtables, and more are designed for theater makers and theater lovers. Episodes are available on all streaming platforms. Just search Forge Theater Labs to find us and subscribe. You can also visit our website, forgetheaterlabs.com, to learn more about our work, live events, and/or to further support us as we forge ahead.
Speaking of forging ahead, it's time to learn Micki's choice. Will it be playwright number 1, playwright number 2, or playwright number 3?
I feel like I'm in a love triangle. I'm feeling very intrigued. I would like to go on a play date with playwright number 3, if they'll have me.
And what made you choose playwright number 3?
I really like weird stuff, and I really like audience interaction, and I wish I was at Tim's party. But everyone else was so amazing too, but monogamy wins, and I'm just thinking...
In a moment, you will meet your artistic match. But first, let's introduce you to the other playwrights. Playwright number 1 is Mark Macey. And playwright number 2 is Jack Allen Murphy.
To thank you for being contestants on Playdates, you will each receive a pair of Palm Pals, the world's first portable plastic palms that do the applauding for you. Do your hands ache from clapping at stellar performances? Do you tire of applauding even if a performance is lackluster? Simply flip the switch and let the rechargeable Palm Pals clap for you.
Mark and Jack, thank you for being on our show. We look forward to seeing you again during our bonus round. Until then, please join the other contestants for snacks in the offstage soundproof room. Be careful, you could be pursued by a bear as you exit.
It's time for the climax of this round. Let's bring out your selected playwright. You chose Shannon Wade.
Congratulations, matchmakers. For your playdate, you will be going to a place of your own choosing where you can develop a new play. Congratulations. Oh no. Not that way. That side has no exit.
It's like a SART play. That pair is about to discover that while hell is other people, heaven is working with an artistic soulmate on a new play.
Folks, you have just seen the blossoming of 2 collaborative partnerships in playmaking. But like a good Beckett play, this is not the end game. Stay tuned. There's more to come after we take a quick break to enjoy some Argenta Brewing lager and this great music from our in-house band.
Want to get your brand in front of a passionate, creative, and engaged audience? Forge Theater Labs is looking for partners to sponsor this podcast and join us in bringing bold, innovative theater to life. If you'd like to place an ad right here, reach out to us at marketing@forgetheaterlabs.com. It's a simple, powerful way to support the arts while sharing your message with listeners who care about creativity and community. Again, that's marketing@forgetheaterlabs.com. Let's build something extraordinary together.
We are glad to have you back for our final round of Playdates, the game show designed to forge connections among theater artists.
In each of our first 2 rounds, a playwright and a dramaturg teamed up for a future playdate. We are excited to see what these two couples, both alike in dignity, will create.
Although our runner-ups will not be joining either pair on their future playdate, the two dramaturgs from round 1 and the two playwrights from round 2 have been playing together in an offstage soundproof room. And now they are back on stage with us to collectively create a play during our bonus round.
These 4 contestants will have 5 minutes to collectively craft an outline for a play based on their answers to 5 questions Josh and I will pose. They will have 60 seconds per question to collectively form an answer. Their 5 answers will form a draft of a collaboratively created drama developed live in front of a studio audience.
Contestants, are you ready to make a play?
Yeah.
No.
As I'll
Right.
Your first question is, a playwright and a dramaturg are chased by a bear into a bar. What do they say upon their entrance? Your 60 seconds starts now.
They say, oh no, my microphone. Well, can we expand the idea of a bear? Is it a gay bear?
Okay.
You know, are we in Boys Town in Chicago? Sure.
Do we want to go a step further? Is it bars in the ballet bar? Like our
Ooh. That's the signal, and it's time to share your answer. A playwright and a dramaturg are chased by a bear into a bar. What do they say upon their entrance?
Ouch. And grand plie.
So your second question is, what does the playwright want, and what prevents them from getting it? You have 1 minute.
Okay. So we're in a bar class. There's gay bears outside. We've strained something. What does the playwright want? The playwright wants more flexibility in their hip flexor. Yes. And what's preventing them?
Their age.
Some age. Security the bar class. How old? Older than a bear?
So like 50?
And that's the cue for you to supply the motive. What does the playwright want, and what prevents them from getting it?
The playwright would like hip flexibility, and what's preventing them are their 50-year-old hip flexors.
Your third question is, what does the dramaturg want, and what prevents them from getting it? And the clock is ticking.
Okay.
So they're together. They're working in that bar class.
Yes.
To help the playwright get more flexibility. Do we bring the bears back inside?
Yes, we'll get to the bear. Okay. We'll get to the bear. But the dramaturg. Okay. I mean, you like the happy ending. This could be like the sweet little, like, oh, they need to learn how to stretch.
Don't call it a happy ending.
Okay, focus. Okay, how is the dramaturg helping?
What they want is their...
Go with it.
No, bear back.
They want the bear back in their lives. They want the bear back in their lives.
Your minute is over. What does the dramaturg want? And what prevents them from getting it?
The dramaturg wants the bear back in their life. And what is preventing them is a deep, forbidden love triangle. Bar class.
Okay.
All right. Your fourth question is, what does each one do to try to overcome that obstacle? And go.
Okay.
They're working together.
The playwright is stretching.
Yes.
But the dramaturg is trying to convince them that maybe there's room for a third.
Oh, you think they're trying to open up their relationship?
Maybe.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking, it's more like buddy comedy, but with bear.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm there. Okay.
They both want. Is the bear with one of the bear isn't with the dramaturg?
No, but the dramaturg wants to be with.
Yes.
So the bear is the playwright's partner.
Sure.
Oh, yes, and yes. There we go. We don't need all this time.
Drop a lot of hints. The dramaturg dropping hints.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time to end the suspense by telling us what each one does to try to overcome their obstacle.
So the playwright who's working on their hip flexors is doing a lot of stretching in this class. And the dramaturg is dropping a lot of hints to see if there's room for a third in this relationship.
That is the bear that chased them into the bar class.
Yes.
Your fifth and final question is, what happens to the bear?
Okay.
You have 60 seconds.
Does it say now? Is he not interested?
You like that?
You would a happy ending, yeah.
You like a happy ending?
For everyone? For
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
they all agree to be in a
Yeah,
And Eiffel
and
Tower.
we see it on stage.
No!
Yeah, and we see it on stage.
Oh, okay.
If that's all right.
And it can be a movement. It can be a movement piece. We bring the ballet back to the ballet. Yes, we bring it back to ballet. It's a movement piece, and they're holding each other up, and the Eiffel Tower.
It's like the dream ballet.
Yes.
From Oklahoma.
Yeah.
A classic of the genre.
We got it.
The bells are ringing to hear what happens to the bear.
The relationship does open, and we see that, but on stage in a beautiful dream ballet in the bar class.
That ends in an Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Amazing. See, folks, the play's the thing to catch the conscious in the ending. And this ending is also the beginning of a new play that we all hope to see further develop. Let's give our playwrights and dramaturgs a round of applause.
Well, folks, it's time to lower the curtain on our show. Be sure to join us for our next episode of Playdates, during which directors and dramaturgs will seek to make artistic connection.
Until then, may all your dream plays come true. Now let's give the Playdates signature sign-off, jazz hands!
You've been listening to Forge Theater Labs. History, innovation, perspective.
This episode was hosted by Joshua Shue and Liz Carlson. Playdates was written by Janna Segal. Original music by Cliff Cameron, Adam Strang, and our audio engineer, Cory Macgowan. Stage management by Grace Keller-Long. Post-production by Sam Rapaport. Special thanks to Argenta Brewing Company, all of our contestants, and to the Portland Media Center.